YouTube, I know you clicked on this build video because you're tired of playing these 6'7" Demigod Power forwards every damn game. Now what if I told you I created a point guard? Wait, scratch that. A point guard. This Demigod build gets 67 badges, along with some stats that the power forward builds couldn't even dream of. This build gets a 99 driving dunk, so you already know we're getting hella contact dunks. This build gets immaculate shooting with a 99 midi and a 99 three-pointer. This build is an ISO demon with a 99 ball control and a 99 speed with ball. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. This build has practically maxed physicals with a 99 speed and 99 acceleration. Nobody can guard you at all. But no, that's not all. I forgot to mention this build is a defensive beast. This build gets a long wingspan, so you already know we're getting that 99 steal and a high block rating. Ain't nobody scoring on this build. Now you've seen the clips. Let's get straight into the builder. What's up, Pinky Gang? It's your boy Zach, back with another video, and in today's video, man, I finally figured out how to create a Demigod point guard build. Yeah, you heard that right, a point guard build that has an amazing badge count and can basically do everything on the court. Now, you do have to make some sacrifices if you want to get this build so good, but I'll just read out the badge count for you guys right now. You get 9 finishing, 25 shooting, 22 playmaking, and 11 defense. Now, I have not seen any playmaking, like little point guard dudes with anywhere close to that amount of badges. So I think this could be like a new revolution of this build. Honestly, this build could take over the game. If you just use it right, this build's gonna be a demon. All right, so obviously position, you want to go point guard. Handedness does not matter. I just prefer my player left-handed, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Jersey number also does not matter, so we'll just go with whatever. Now for the height, you want to go 6'4". This is probably like the optimal point guard height in this game, probably the best height for your stats and stuff. Last year was 6'5", but this year 6'4" is like the best point guard height you can go with. And for our weight, I'm gonna go with 175 pounds, which I believe is minimum. For our wingspan, we're gonna have long arms, so we're gonna go 6'9". And as you can see, at 99 overall, we're gonna have a 99 driving dunk, 99 3-point, 99 mid-range. We're gonna have a 98 speed with ball, 99 steal, and we're gonna have crazy speed, crazy acceleration with gym rat, and the 99 boost. Body shape doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with something bigger just because we're like a smaller weight, so I'm gonna go probably like built, just so we don't look like a twig out there. Now for our attributes, this is pretty precise, man. I can't lie. Like you gotta sacrifice some things to get these badges, but it's only one thing that really affects the build, but you can definitely prosper with this build if you learn how to go against it. All right, now for our finishing, we're gonna max out our driving dunk, and we're gonna get our driving layup to an 84. I think this unlocks Pro Touch Hall of Fame, which doesn't really matter too much, but you want to have a high driving layup. At an 80 driving layup, you can unlock a bunch of like the layup packages. Long Athlete's trash this year, so you're not trying to just get this at a 70. Try to get that at an 80. So yeah, we're gonna get our post control at a 60, so this gets us right at 9 finishing badges. Now for our shooting, we're gonna get hella shooting badges on this build. This is what point guards are supposed to be used for. They can unlock Circus 3's Hall of Fame. You can play like James Harden. 25 shooting badges is a ton. So we're gonna get our free throw all the way up to a 76. So that's right at 25. All of those badges can go on Hall of Fame. That's just a nice sign you like to see when you're making a build. All those Hall of Fames. For our playmaking, we're gonna get this right at an 80. We're gonna max out our ball handle and our speed with ball. So we get 22 playmaking. Now you unlock Hall of Fame quick first step. Unfortunately, you don't get Hall of Fame bullet passer, but you do, I believe, get it at 99 overall. So if you go +4, which you'll have your boost at +4 when you're at 99, you'll have Hall of Fame bullet passer, so don't worry too much. And now this is the main part of the build, what I was talking about. You have to sacrifice something. The thing that you cannot have on this build is perimeter defense. Just take a look what happens if we upgrade it. We go all the way to an 89 overall, and we just cannot get as many badges and attributes for our defense if we upgrade our perimeter defense. So unfortunately, we will not have a very high perimeter defense on this build, but as you guys will see in the near future, you can still play lockdown defense with this build if you make it correctly. We're gonna max out our steal, we're gonna max out our block, we're gonna max out our defensive rebound, we're gonna get our offensive rebound right at a 55, which is already, I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but as you can see, we get Hall of Fame interceptor and Hall of Fame pickpocket. Now this build, you could probably hide it in a zone if you're running threes or you're running the 5 5 guys in the rec or the pro-am, you definitely could run this build in a zone. You could probably be like one of the side players in a 2-3, 1-2-2, 1-3-1. You could be anywhere. You're going to get passing lanes. You have relatively long arms. Hall of Fame pickpocket. Clamps is nothing crazy this year. You can play good perimeter defense regardless, because you're going to be a fast player, right? You're going to have really high speed on this build because you're a point guard. You're just not going to get the bump animation, so you're still probably going to be fine. And for our speed, we are going to get this at a 91. And the reason, if you guys don't know, you get +8 to your physicals at 99 overall. And when you get Gym Rat, so just win a championship, play 50 games, that's +4. Or I think there's a certain rep, I think it's like superstar something. You get Gym Rat. It changes every year which superstar rating you have to be at, so I'm not 100% sure. You guys can check that. Same for Excel. We're gonna get this at a 91, and we're basically done with the build. We're just gonna put the rest on our vertical. Now you guys are looking at this, no perimeter D, no stamina. Stamina has been proven to not really do that much this year. That's another sacrifice you have to make with this build, but I'll give you kind of like an alternative thing you can do. You only really need 24 shooting badges. The 25th is kind of extra. Maybe you can drop this down a little bit, but it is very expensive to upgrade your stamina. So like you could drop this down, get this like up to a 91 like the rest of our stuff, but it takes a lot of badges. As you can see, we only get 18 shooting if we were to do that. All right, so now we're gonna see what we could do with our playmaking. Like if we were trying to get our stamina back up, we could probably put this down. I'm gonna put it at like 65, or 66, so we still get bullet passer, and that gets us to an 88. So if you want to sacrifice some playmaking or some shooting badges, by all means go ahead. But you know, I don't really think I want to do that because stamina doesn't really do that much this year. So if we look at our badge count, 9, 25, 22, and 11, this build is a demon. Literally a demon. Now for our takeovers, you have a very, very wide variety of takeovers. All the takeovers you could basically ask for on a point guard build. If you want to be like a teammate, man, you got all the playmaking ones. If you want to be pulling up from deep, you got limitless and spot up. If you want to be breaking ankles, taking some crazy pull-ups, those are toxic this year, so y'all probably will do that. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it, but like that's pretty toxic. But it's okay if you're toxic. It's just not me. It's just not the way I play. For finishing, you got all them finishing badges. I'ma personally go with ankle breaking shots for the content. You know, if I make this build, I'm trying to get ankle breakers and then probably limitless range, breaking ankles, and then pulling up from deep. As you can see, we have built an offensive threat, and we've got some shades of Baron Davis, Russell Westbrook, and Damian Lillard. I probably would say Damian Lillard is the most accurate one because Westbrook does not have a 99 3-pointer. I don't know who thought that would be a good comparison, but the comparisons are whack. So we're going to test this build out, get this thing to 99 overall. We're probably going to get on Hall of Fame posterizer, Hall of Fame heat seeker. Well, it really depends if you're rim running like that. Like sometimes posters can be like a bailout. If you're trying to like actually rim run and get your takeover off, that heat seeker is good. But if not, I would do something like Slithery and then maybe Bronze Lob City, or like Bronze Giant Slayer, or it's up to you, man. Do something like this, do something like whatever. It's up to you. It's your build, man. So for our shooting, we're gonna go Hall of Fame circus threes, Hall of Fame deep threes, Hall of Fame blinders, Hall of Fame dead eye, Hall of Fame hot shot. What else are we putting on? Hall of Fame hot zone 100. And with our last badge, we could throw this on several things. Green machine. If you're running rec and threes, you're probably gonna want this badge on, but it only affects after your third green, as when you first get your boost. Your third consecutive make with like the pure green window, according to 2K Labs, that's when it only affects it. Another one I recommend, anti-freeze, very underrated, underlooked badge, or clutch shooter, very good badge. Either of these three, whatever you prefer, I would go with one of them. Now for our playmaking, we can go Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame handles for days. We do get this bullet passer Hall of Fame at 99, which is very nice. Hall of Fame ankle breaker, Hall of Fame tight handles, and we're gonna go bronze bailout and bronze unpluckable. Now obviously, if you're not trying to be a tight handles type of player, because some people, they don't go with that, they go space creator. Or if you just don't want to be like trying to pass as well as like some people, you could just go unpluckable Hall of Fame, going straight ISO. Just do whatever you like, man. It's your build. I feel like I see this all the time. Do whatever you prefer. Now for our defense, we can run Hall of Fame pickpocket, Hall of Fame interceptor. Probably would go with something like bronze rebound chaser, bronze rim protector, and bronze chase down or box or worm. Regardless, We do have a very high rebounding with this build, but we're probably gonna be pretty small. So if you want to get those box outs just on like any game mode, man, the box outs are gonna help you against the bigger guys, because a lot of people don't run the worm badge, and box is like one strength higher. It's like one tier higher than not having worm at all. So you're gonna be able to box out people who don't have worm, and just regardless of the rebounding rating and strength, you'll be fine. If you want a jump shot test out with this build, I recommend Steph. PG's got a good one. John Wall's got a good one. Dwayne Wade's got a good one. Zach LaVine's got a good one. Jordan, Kobe, any of those are pretty good. And yeah, man, if you guys can make this build and go crazy with this build, make sure you guys tag me with your stat lines on the threes, rec, just whatever. I want to see this build out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.